So we came up last night. We have some more strapping boards for the finishing up this side of the roof. So we're gonna get some of those up there today. And we left off on this side here.
And it's going to come 3/4 and then in the board. Real nice. But we definitely...
So our little bee friends are everywhere today. They are all over the roof. Wow.
What was the dimension? I can't remember. No, I can't remember what it was.
This is what happens in September. Bees.
138.
So I'm up here inside the attic just to make sure the nails are not going through any of the joists that he's currently nailing in up on the roof, and so far so good. Some more strapping and then more Vicor on the vertical strapping boards. Next onto the horizontal boards. Rinse and repeat. So there's a dip in the roof right here. So we had to put in these shims. So we put the shim on top of the vertical board under the horizontal board so that when we put on the panels, they won't sink down into that little dip there. 4:30 on Saturday. Doesn't seem like a lot of progress, but it is, because we had to shim all that down there. Got all those horizontal guys in down there. Sunday morning. Devin is putting in the vents, the core vent material at the end of, between all of the vertical strapping boards. And then hopefully we can finish this drip edge this morning. And then continue on with the horizontal strapping up here.
So this, where the bend was, there's a little anomaly. So the shingle's on here. So I've got to cover that so that there's no bugs and bees get in there. Our wonderful bees. So I got to take this up a little bit. I could have done this before, but I think this is going to be just fine. can get this next one to slide. All right, that's good. That should be enough. All right, easy to do it down here. All right, be careful. This is the cut side right here. Okay. Oh God. Yep, sure enough, loosening up.
So we're going to take a lunch break. And we've made very good progress this morning on the lower part. After lunch, hope to finish this and start the strapping on this top side.
An old fogey.
Are you taking your cute apron off?
Yes. It's an Ace Hardware exclusive. Oh my God.
We're working on the flashing that runs all the way across the valley, which goes over those lower panels, and then we can put the panels that go above that on the top part of that.
Okay, I did that. All right, I'm done. Back to
Bottom end is basically done, except these will have to be screwed in at the strip edge from the top. One shy.
Then, okay.
So we're almost done for today. We're going to do one more panel and then probably do that end panel next time. But for 3 days of progress, we are very pleased. So we mustered up a little more energy and got in that last panel. So we're very excited that we have all the panels in. So now we just have to finish the drip edges and the gable ends, and the roof project will be complete. So it's Saturday morning, and Devin is going to start putting on these enclosures, the inside enclosures, on this side here, because we never did that. So we're going to do that today. Just go around the whole roof and on the drip edge and put in those
Inside enclosures.
inside enclosures. So that's the plan for this morning. Beautiful, cool day. It feels like fall.
That concludes this side. It was nice we had those pre-drilled, you know?
Yeah.
The other side, I don't think they're pre-drilled, and I gotta get a new drill bit. I gotta get that nail out. Gotta get that nail out. Is that it's so much easier to put the bentonite and the enclosure on before you go with the panel, or when you're doing the panels one at a time. To get this underneath, I have to force it out. It's very, very hard. I'm going to get it, but it's going to be very difficult. Thankfully.
You putting your apron on?
Yes,
Nice. What are you going to work on next? The gable ends?
the gable.
Okay, good. So the gable's going to go
Gable and the cap.
over the rake boards. Gable on both ends and then the cap. Almost done with our very long roof project. Beautiful weather. Yesterday, after finishing the drip edge, getting the ends of the panels all screwed down and getting the foamy enclosure things under all the panels, we moved on to the gable ends, the gable end trim up there. So Devin started with just that top piece in the middle so that we knew the angle to cut, to make that cut on the top at the peak. And that's a continuous piece, as you can see, that goes down. How long are those? 16 feet long?
16, that is 8 and 8.
Yeah, 8 and 8 then. So we're just going to put some bentonite tape under under that, get that screwed down, get that lined up right. It looks like
It's off a little bit. To
it looks like you might have to clean up some of that old asphalt from the rake boards again a little bit because it's
just
pushing
a
it
little
out.
bit is on this side right here. Just a little bit over the electrical, of course.
Yeah, and then so that's the plan this morning, and then hopefully get on to the
Cap.
backside too, and maybe even the ridge cap.
Cap is most important.
So I also wanted to mention that it was down to 30 degrees last night, so it's very cool this morning. So fall has definitely arrived, which is actually today's the first day of fall, September 21st. So fall is here, and we're going to have the roof done very soon. This is the gable end trim, and he's putting that bentonite tape on it before we go up and put it on the top.
Oh, you know what I could do? I could do just a little relief cut. Just a little relief there. There you go.
Bending the ridge cap so it can go over the gable end.
A lot of guys, they just use their hands. I don't think it's as good, but this one has to go back a little. And we leave it a little bit pressurized back. And what we should do is eventually put let's flip this thing over. See how actually this stuff is to work with. It's all This is sticky stuff. Good, that's good. They purposely make this stuff so that you can't fix it. Baby.
So we got the ridge cap mostly on. We're going to wait on this end piece until we get the gable end on that other side. So that's what we're going to work on next. Okay, so last time we finished the ridge. We finished the ridge cap and we started on the gable trim. And right now, Devin is working on this rake board here and getting the trim on that, which is where that little transition is between the two roofs. That's where that transition is between the two roofs. So
I had to cut all this tar.
yeah, and he had to
make
cut
it
all the
flush,
old roof
and the
off
metal
again.
was hanging over too much, so I had to cut that too.
So he's going to need to put some extra metal in here besides the trim that was provided, just to cover this lower part and up there. And then, as I said, we finished all the ridge cap last time. So we just have a few more things to finish up, and our roof project will be all done.
Okay, this we're cutting the trim, the Denver gable. Okay. Now I gotta get on the other side. I gotta get that side. And this is the hard one. That's the hard side. This is the angle that we should get. We should get it. Good. Let's go. Just twist it, twisty, and it's cut. There you go. All right. So now we're just laying out the Denver gable. So at the end, it's going to be a finished end. So we have to mark out the 1 inch. So this little piece, we're setting up the Denver gable. This little piece is going to be nipped off. So what we do is we put this guy in here. We cut him, and this little piece is not nixed off. We don't need him. That's done. Now, when we cut this, we make a little Y shape so it folds easier. So I cut this a little bit of an angle, but not all the way through. Just a little angle. It's called a relief cut. And that little piece of metal, just so it folds easier. And this end, I just cut to the very edge. Nice and easy. Like that. Okay. Now we got that. Now I need my benders. You see my handy dandy benders. This little guy, he gets bent under. This is how we close the gable at the end. Okay, and then you get that. And this little guy, he likes to pinch here, but we're going to try to fold him under a little bit there. Fold him under like that. And then you use the hand the rest of the way. And that's how that guy goes. Okay, and then you got to get your hammer. Get this guy underneath here. Just to tighten him up a little bit. And then once this guy's here, you fold him back. And if you come around the back side of me, I'll show you what I mean. Once you have this, now you know where this edge is the cut. So we have to come back here. This makes a nice clean cut on the backside. Watching out for your eyes. Now, I'll bring this up and I'll show you the end look.
Okay, so here I am at the back of the house, and this piece of gable trim is what we're putting on next. That's the one Devin just prepared the end for down there. So last week when we were here, we put on this gable piece, and the bentonite tape has already sealed down this end. So I have to lift this up a little bit so that we can slide the next trim piece under that. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So it's going to slide right under there like that. But when I slide this under...
All right, I just want to check. Go above it. Go
Okay.
over it. Yep. I just want to check how the end's going to look. Yeah, we have to... Yeah, that's good. Yep, it goes right on top of that other...
Okay, it's going to be
lay
out.
it down as much
Okay,
as
you going to
can.
peel it?
Okay, you can flip it like that.
Yep. Peel it?
Okay, yep, you can peel the top. And you, if you can, I can try to peel this bottom here. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, flip it over. Now you're gonna go underneath.
Yep.
And I'm gonna, all right,
I have to go under.
I'm pretty good. Yep, you go ahead, go under. Just hold it up for a while.
Oh, so this is down.
No, it's just touched. Nope, you can pull it up. You're gonna have to pull it up. Hold.
I'm trying to get the tool. Yeah, it's as good as being down the whole time.
Oh,
Too bad.
there we go.
We should have
That's
waited.
what you want. Slip it up. It's cockeyed a little bit. Okay, that's better. Keep. All right, wait a minute. All right, there. That's pretty good. Okay.
Looks good.
And we know that underneath here, in these locations, are our strapping. So you want to get this in the same spot on the flat without it running. That's it. Hit that one. Make sure you get off the metal shards you don't want. And then to get this one, same thing. Holding it in line. Perfect. Now we just need our screws. You get those screws? Thank you. Get this one. That one there. And this little guy here. Now all I need is my impact driver. Good. That's it. Now to the top. Nice. Good. And then we'll get some stitch screws on the exterior. On the outside, we'll match these up and we'll pinch these in. On the outside, we'll have stitch screws every foot. And it will lock all of these in and down. So it totally covers the edge of the metal. Locks it all in. Nice. I know what I'm doing. Stitch. So now then once I stitch screw that in and get that, it'll be tight like that. That's the goal.
Cool.
Nice. Almost finished. Pinhead.
So we haven't been up here for a few weeks. The leaves are mostly down now. It's just about mid-October. So the only things we have left to finish are these rake boards. One on the front of the porch here and one on the other side on the back of the house. Both the gable end trim is done on both sides. So that's what we're going to work on this weekend. So one more final thought in this little area here on the transition. Devin ended up putting on this flashing here, which was another little just black sheet metal that he slipped in here so that this wouldn't look like, otherwise there'd be a little spear shaped gap right there, which would look kind of weird. And so then just obviously the rake molding, the rake board trim there. So that's that. And the roof is done. So other than some trim down here that we're going to finish today. Actually, we're not going to finish that today because we're short one piece of the gable end stuff that goes over the rake boards. We're calling the roof project done. Devin put these lights up also while he was up there on the ladder. So we're calling the roof project done. Very happy. First time doing our own little roof. And we think it turned out good. Put some lights out here. It's October and we already put the Christmas wreath up, but that's because why not when you have the ladder out? So now we've got some winter preparation projects. Stacking some firewood. Got the log splitter going today. So just some different winter prep chores. So that's going to be all for this episode. Thanks so much for watching, and please leave us any feedback you have in the comments. And I hope to get another video out soon with an update of some other projects we have happening around the cabin. Thanks again for watching.